Before we get started today, I want to hit you with a motivational message for this Motivational Monday. You are the superhero to your own comic. Literally, you are your only saving grace. You are the solution. Your whole world revolves around your attitude. Yes, your attitude is the way you feel, the way you think. It's who you are. And my friend, I'm here to tell you that if you change your outlook on life, you'll change the result. Hi, I'm Nicole Envision, and I'm back with another Envision Builds workout. This edition, Booty and Abs Bootcamp. Let's get it. Let's go. Here we go. We got exercise 1 and 2, lateral lunge. This will be the intermediate level. Hip width apart is about here. We want to be in a wide stance. So our shoulders are pulled back, stand nice and tall. Slight bend in the knees, make sure our chest is out, and we are stepping out nice and wide. Lock that opposite leg out. Once again, we want to put the weight on our back heel. If you shift the weight towards the toes, you are doing it wrong. So shift the hips back and stick the booty out. Once again, locking the opposite leg out. Let's show you from the opposite side. If that's too easy for you, let's take it up a notch with our lateral lunge with a side crunch. This will be the advanced version. Let's learn how to do a standing side crunch. The knee comes up, our toe is pointed out with our knee pointed out as well. If you have really tight hip flexors, you can just drive the knee straight up. But if you can pull that hip out as far as you can and pull that leg up as high as you can, that is our intent to loosen up our hip flexors. So let's put this together. We're going to lunge on down and side crunch up. Lunge down, side crunch up. Good job, guys. When performing the circuit, exercise 1 will be the left side, exercise 2 will be the right side. Okay, beginners, watch this demonstration now. If the intermediate or advanced exercises is too difficult, you can perform hip thrusts. So that's going to be a pelvic thrust back. You're going to stand up nice and tall, thrusting the hips through the body, squeezing the cheeks at the top. When you're doing that hip thrust, you don't want to squat it all the way down. You just want to push your hips back and thrust those hips back forward, i.e. hip thrusting. When you sit it all the way down, that will be a squat as demonstrated just now. We want to do one or the two exercises, so hip thrusts or squats for our beginners, whichever you are more comfortable with. Knees do not overseat the toes when doing those squats. You want a pelvic thrust back, squatting on down, slow and controlled, and standing it back or up. Remember, you can do that hip thrust as demonstrated earlier. Okay, we're finally off to exercise number 3. Y'all, I do not smile when working out. Catch me outside, I'm really friendly. Exercise 3, butt kickers. When performing a butt kicker, you want to pull the heel up towards the butt and you want to bring the leg back in line with the body. Once again, draw that leg up and you want to make sure you keep the chest upright. You don't want the knee forward. You want to draw that knee back through the body and pull that heel up. So for a beginner version, we're going to have the foot lunge back. In a step, we're going to draw that leg up and we are going to return back to the starting position. Draw that leg up towards the butt. Once again, the heel comes towards the butt and return back to block. For a second level, you can pull the legs back and step them while you are pulling the heel up towards the butt as far as you can. You are just stepping back and forward. Once again, make sure you pull and push that pelvis back forward as far as you can when you are pulling through. Y'all remember back in the day when you yelled, Soulja Boy up in that, that's it. So just act like you're kind of yielding and pull that leg through. Actually, let's get those arms going with this. A nice little warm-up, swing them through. You made a little joke into the exercise, so here we go. Kick the legs up, you can step them out. This is your intermediate version of the butt kickers. So let's move on to the advanced version. It is simply the same motion. You're just going to be running. So once again, pull those heels up as you are running. Inertia kind of helps get you to pull that heel actually all the way up to your butt, where you are actually kicking your butt. As you can see in this video, my heels are finally touching my butt, and we're completing our butt kickers. So get those arms swinging while you're going as well. So here we go. We got exercise 4 and 5, intermediate level. We're going to show you a couple different bridge variations. But before we get started, there is something I spoke on not doing in my last video that I am currently doing in this exercise set. If you know, please drop it below in the comments. So for doing this crab hold, you want to make sure your hands are directly under your shoulder blades. You want to lift your butt up as high in the air as possible. Weight is still on your heels. You don't want your knees to over exceed your toes, and you want your body nice and level. So this is our intermediate level here, squeezing at the top. You can hold it at the top for 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 10 seconds to make it more difficult. If you have wrist injuries or hand injuries, do not perform that exercise. We'll show you a glute bridge. So here's the instructional video for the beginners. You want to lay flat on your back, weight on your heels, hips lift up. It's the same motion. We want to push our scapulas, push our shoulder blades down into the ground, rising our chest up. For our advanced version, we're going to do some dog to crab holds. So your back is arched, your knees are off the ground. You want to make sure your wrists are in line with the shoulders. You want to step 1 foot over the opposite leg, and you want your hips to rotate open. Weight on your backhand, and you want to extend the arms up and lift the hips up. Once again, we're going to return back to block. Back is arched. You want to step the leg over, open up the hips, extend the arm and hips up. One more time, guys. Stepping it forward. Knees should be slightly behind the hips in our starting position, and extending up. Rotate and extend. So that's our advanced version. So we have our workout for today. It's going to be a total of 5 exercises. You will need an interval timer for this workout. It is completely free in your app store. Everyone should complete or try to complete 5 rounds. Work phase suggestions for beginner, intermediate, advanced are listed here, and your rest settings for beginner, intermediate, and advanced are here. So back with another episode. We will be back on Thursday, so please be sure to like, follow, and subscribe to Envision Builds.